Okay, let me ask you first question for the AI CX Summit. You guys sell some premium clothing. What is the CX experience like? Premium clothing. I know you guys worked elsewhere. What have customers kind of become conditioned to when it comes to the experience that they're offered when they are spending more? I guess that's my first question.
Okay, so I would say we call our team the comfort concierge, and meaning, we truly consider them, product experts, and that's of the utmost importance.
Mhm.
We want them to feel that they are, talking with a store associate that's, feeling and touching the product, and explaining as best they can, all the features of the product. Obviously, they personally have not worn and felt every single product, but we provide them in training with most of it, which I think is really important, so that they can say, firsthand, well, this is, what the second skin feels like. It's super buttery. The air
Oh,
is super lightweight. Yeah. So I think
And they
that's
even
just
go
super.
through, like, extensive bra training as well, every agent, so they're all bra experts, sizing experts, that sort of thing.
that's amazing.
Yep. So when it comes to, like, maybe if a customer is not pleased with the fit of something or the feel of the fabric, they can make a really great recommendation based on, the customer's feedback as well as their product knowledge. So,
I love that.
yeah.
So the product training, and they have to handle the products obviously before you can like as part of the training. What is a CX person? So if someone writes in, care about like fit, size, comfort when it comes to uh garments like a bra, right? That's obviously something that's directly touching your skin. It's traditionally very uncomfortable for women to have to wear a bra all day, right? My wife tells me all the time, what is the kind of like training when it comes to like men's versus women's? Do you guys have different teams for like more sensitive questions? How, I guess, like personal does your CX team get with these customers that are purchasing, very expensive clothing or doing bulk orders in some cases?
It's a really great question, actually. Kara, do you want to go or do you want me to?
Don't act so surprised, Max. You know what? Actually, that's a pretty good question.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Tara, you could
Yeah,
add on to it, but
yeah.
I'll say that we certainly I feel like typically, the women on our team, at least women that wear bras on our team, you certainly speak to it better than the men, just naturally because it's something that they wear every day. We do consider them more so, uh, product experts, and some of them especially do receive more advanced training. And the idea is that everyone can speak to it, but if there is a customer on the phone that, it's really getting very involved as far as, an issue they're experiencing, sizing, etc., everyone knows to offer to connect them with someone else on the team that's a bit more well versed uh, in bras specifically. And then oftentimes we get customers as well that will just say, like, hey, can I talk with a woman
Yeah.
that has worn your bras? And of course, we're quick to connect them. But yeah.
No,
So
that's
Definitely.
Kara, anything you want to add to that?
Not really. I just think that really all of our agents have a general understanding of all of our products. But yeah, we definitely do have in terms of like the more it's like sensitive questions that really our agents they do a really good job of handling those. So
That's
yeah,
all.
but
And so when we mix AI, when we get into the AI mix here,
mhm.
um, more sensitive topics, do you feel like, well, first of all, how much AI are you guys using to support some of these CX workflows? And how often do you feel like AI can tackle whether it's a tricky conversation on the phone or a tricky ticket around specific sizing? I think
Mhm.
sizing gets tricky when we are talking about some of these types of products, right? It's not like a, true classic t-shirt where I wear an XL and I'm going down to a large. It's like, you've got different dimensions for, the bra size, different fit, feel. And then obviously you guys have like this second skin material, which, sizing also comes into play. So talk to me about that as well.
yeah, so just regarding AI, like firstly, we never want to make it difficult for our customers to get in touch with a human.
Yeah.
As I said, we refer to our team as the comfort concierge, and it's a premium product, and we want to provide premium service always. So we utilize AI currently. with voice. So actually we use Flip. Uh,
Shout
been
out.
wonderful. Shout out to Flip.
Yeah.
Flipping awesome. And yeah, so basically, customer calls in. They're first connected with an AI agent voice, and that's kind of the first stop. And if the customer is not able to have their issue resolved with the AI, and typically it's those sorts of inquiries, such as like Wismo questions, um, just how do I exchange or return an order? That's usually typically handled by Flip. And then the more advanced, like you're asking about, like, maybe product recommendations are passed along to our team. And that's for email as well. So we use Gorgeous's AI for email, and it's the same sort of thing. Those kind of like low hanging fruit type inquiries are handled through the AI, and then anything more advanced or sensitive is passed on to our team. Kara, maybe you could add to that a bit more too, just because you do also kind of, uh, you know, you're involved with those kind of sensitive topic ones.
Definitely. We put in place in our AI to kind of filter through some of the more sensitive things. So we actually like compiled a list of all of the things. For example, just questions about like very specific product information, like where the garment is made or how it was made, that sort of thing. Also just any sort of like comments on our advertisements. Sometimes we get some like very heated like people who are not fans of our advertisements or that sort of thing. And really just, compiled a list of anything like pretty sensitive that we get and anything, it is underwear. So anything, sensitive words that may be used that gets
Yeah.
filtered, that gets bubbled up to an agent as well. So we definitely did go through and create that list.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important too. I think we've kind of learned as we've gone through kind of implementing AI in various areas, that you do need to stay close to it, and kind of create those rules for certain inquiries to bypass AI and connect directly with a human.
Yeah, I love that. When you guys, because you've got Flip, you've got Gorgeous, you've got other systems, you've got, documents and processes that you've kind of built out to handle all this. You gotta kinda, like, keep AI on a leash. Like, if you think of AI as like a dog, you're not gonna, like, right when you get the dog, you're not gonna let it off the leash. Like, there's gotta be
Mhm.
some training involved so it doesn't go and bite people or go, pee on the furniture. It's like, you gotta really train it up to make sure it's working properly. So my question is, how have you guys made policy improvements from what you've learned when you've implemented some of these new things? Whether it's AI or new documentation, new processes, what policy improvement that impacts the customer have you changed?
How do you want to go for this one?
Anything that stands out? It's kind of more of a specific question.
Um,
And that could be like a product improvement as well.
right. Well, really, I think for us, something that stands out right now is really just maybe just like how we maybe not something formal as like a formal process in place, but I've just noticed we've made like general improvements to things like our macros in general. Like we've discovered some maybe inconsistencies in our own processes and our own macros that could
Yeah.
have improved. So we've definitely gone through and um, fixed all of those. And then just like in terms of like agent phone calls, like we basically discovered like maybe something was off about the round robin and which agent was getting a call when they were getting it. So really just it's brought to light, maybe some places where we could have improved our processes on the back.
Yeah. We were chatting with Gorgeous last week about this. Just goals that we have. We realize, AI with Gorgeous is working out great for us, but to optimize it even further, we've recognized that we don't have enough articles in our help center for the AI to reference. And that's not the only thing it references, but it is helpful the more information that you have there and the more materials you have in the help center, both for the customer and for the AI agent. So that's one thing that we're focusing on and we've realized as a result of implementing their AI.
For you guys, if you don't have enough help center content, will it go to like Reddit? Will it go to like Wikipedia? Will it
Better
like
not.
Yeah.
other information, right? Because that's like, or like the Better Business Bureau
Oh
or
man.
Pilot, right? It's like there's always going to be customers on there that leave scathing reviews. And for
Yep.
whatever reason, I have never seen like a good like BBB review. Like it's all negative. It's all bad. So it's like that's another thing of like putting guardrails in place. And if you can't populate enough information, I'm hoping that, certain AI models aren't going elsewhere for that data, for that information.
Yes.
You guys
We
see
don't
that?
want them.
You get to
I
consume.
don't think I don't think we've seen that, and it better not be happening.
No.
But I think in general, AI sometimes I think it's called like hallucinating, like tends to just occasionally like make some stuff up. Not to say that it's referencing anything it shouldn't be, but sometimes it just like goes off script,
Yeah.
and it's not something that happens commonly, but we really have not seen that with our customers. I think we've mainly seen it in like sometimes when we're rolling out a new guidance for AI for our AI agent, and we're testing it. As we go through that testing process, we're noticing, that it's unclear on certain items in the guidances that we have to then make more clear, and that's really the times where we notice it maybe going off script a bit. But and that's why we test so much, so we don't want to roll out any new guidance without it being extensively tested, because obviously we don't want our customers getting some wacky answer.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
Last comment about kind of what you guys foresee as kind of the future of kind of the CX world, how CX and marketing are going to be communicating more. Once you guys receive all this valuable feedback from customers, whether it's through an AI chatbot, whether it's through a gorgeous ticket, whether it's through a flip phone call, when you aggregate all this data, what do you kind of see as like the most fruitful impact to the business overall at Tommy John and then to your specific department in CX?
Want to go?
Mm.
I could do the business overall, maybe,
Yeah.
possibly. Okay. Yeah. So I think overall, great brands are built on great products at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And product feedback is of the utmost importance for us. And obviously providing a wonderful customer experience, direct with our team, but just as, a company, we want to be listening to our customers regarding product feedback, making improvements as we can, as we see fit, and really taking all of that, feedback, whether it be from, product reviews or support tickets or NPS, or surveys that we sent. We want to kind of take that all into consideration. What's been really helpful with that is having a voice of customer platform that we use. Shout out Hark,
Shout out.
to kind of,
Go.
yeah, exactly. To kind of make sense and aggregate all of those various sources of product feedback. So it's been wonderful.
That's a great answer. Thanks, Max.
Yeah.
That's actually a good answer.
Appreciate it. And then would you say for our team as well,
Yeah.
specifically?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like for us, and feel free to jump in, Max, here, but I feel like for our team, when they are telling us customer feedback, it can be hard for them to gauge like scale. So if they're hearing from like 10 customers, it might seem like a lot, but in fact, it's only affecting like 0.001% of our customers. So it's not really, a huge deal. So I think that would be helpful because it's more accurate representation of, quantifying how many customers is this affecting and that sort of thing. So we're not like bubbling up some issues unnecessarily. We're not like raising any alarm bells, and we'll have like the data to back it up. Like this is exactly it. And I think that will, it'll help them also just in backing up their feedback. If they're like, hey, we've been hearing from dozens of customers that there's an issue with I don't know, like a certain product is having a stitch coming loose, it would be nice to have that, accurate data behind it.
Yeah.
Now that's an excellent answer. That is, it's so true. Yeah. So we don't have to, go digging in all these various sources of feedback, and we kind of just have it all in one spot and can really make sense of everything very quickly and also spot
Mhm.
trends pretty immediately.
That's awesome. No, those
Definitely.
are great answers. I appreciate you guys contributing. It's
Of
all I
course.
have for you.
This was wonderful. Always great chatting with you, T.
You too. Big T.
Thank you
T.
so much, Tanner.
Guys. Yeah.
Thanks, Danner.